Raging Gale by James Ryan. Read by the author. Part the 185th. Into the Heart of the Darkness. The thinnest sliver of sun was above the horizon when the raging gale turned to port. The galleons were in a cluster directly off the bow to the west, their masts barely discernible in what little light there was. The only lights Hope could see were from the coals in the brazier on deck that they used to quickly light the slow matches for the guns. "How will we see them?" she asked Abigail in hushed tones. "Speak up, will ye?" the captain replied aloud. "We're not creeping up on them on land like brigands. They can't hear us from this far out." "I said, how will we see them?" "A dead reckoning, through close passage and seeing their outlines against the gloaming in the stars. And if our luck holds the way it has so far, we'll see them well before they know we're on them, and wound the rear one to take aside from the others." "And you don't think they're going to try and save the straggler?" Hope asked, as she peered towards the darkened horizon. "If they'd be tied down with treasure, they'll be less likely to change course in the dark. And if we get her unloaded and ready to go before dawn, we'll have a head start over them before they can come back for her. With luck like ours, we should be done well before they come for us." "Aye, now there's the spirit," said Abigail. "You finally got into the swing of it." "Maybe it took me this long to really appreciate all this. I'm finally starting to do it." "Do what now?" "To enjoy my life," Hope answered, after a pause, allowing the sea air to fill her lungs. "Back in the K, you made me rethink everything, to open my mind to things beyond the few choices that I had thrust upon me." "And these choices, they be to your liking then?" "Truth be told, it's having the choices that were most to my liking. The fact that I'm here, and that I want to be here, that's a treasure that can't be bested." "You think so? I'll remind ye of those words once we have your share of the little plate fleet. Then tell me which is worth more." At that moment, the stars before the gale started to disappear. A few on the horizon went out. Then more faded from the sky, leaving behind a set of dark, empty spots. "Now we need quiet," Abigail said softly. "Pass up the line to be ready to fire on my command," she said to Osai, who nodded and signaled down to the main decks her orders. The encroaching dark took the shape of the galleons of the little plate fleet, coming into view by removing parts of the sky. Hope could now make out the outlines of the ships. She wasn't sure if the terror she felt was because of what little she could see of them, or how much of them she could not. She caught herself. No, it wasn't terror. It was excitement, the thrill of excitement. She actually felt herself looking forward to this battle. Thank you for taking this moment with me. If you want to keep up with new chapters as they get posted, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications for when pieces go up.